Welcome to another Homeland video, and today we're going to be covering a project regarding replacing the lower panel of a garage door. As you can see, this door here rotted significantly on the bottom part, which indicates that there is a wicking problem or water coming up from the ground. And as you can see from the design, the original design, there's only a 1/8 inch piece of rubber stripping, and it was nailed directly into untreated wood. The siding was a 1/4 inch, and there was a 3/4 inch piece of 1x4 in the middle. Due to the magnitude of the rot on the bottom panel, we decided it was necessary to replace the entire panel, and in doing so, it enables us to do a complete new design, which will prevent this rotting from reoccurring. Our main constraint is to make sure that the panel fits in to where the old one was taken out. That means the thickness of the door needs to be 1 1/8 inch thick, 9 foot long, and about 20 to 21 inches in height. Here's the new design of the door, and you can see we really focused in on the bottom lower section of that panel. We shortened the overall panel to allow us to put 1/4 inch treated lumber across the entire 9-foot span, and then on top of that we layered a piece of aluminum extrusion, which allowed us to push a rubber weather stripping all the way down through the entire 9-foot door. This will definitely prevent the door from sitting in water and wicking water up into the door. First, we raised the entire door up about 6 inches off the floor, engaged the slide lock into the rail so the door will be held up as we work on it. Then, climbing a ladder, I put one bar into the spanner hole, put tension on it against the door, and then loosened the set screw on the drum. And then proceeded to use a 2-bar system, 1/4 turn method, to completely unload the spring. Once all the load is off the door, it was safe to remove all the hinges and also take the wheels out of the track, enabling me to remove the door panel. On the new design, we're using 3/8 siding, and that means we have a 1/2 inch piece of material sandwiched in between. And as you can see, I have a 15-degree notch, and that will be the interlock for the panel above. Not only did I have my lumber company plane down the 1x4 to a 1/2 inch thick, I also had them rip the 4x8 sheets of siding to 24 inches per side, and that allowed me to only have about 3 inches that I had to rip on my own saw. The siding is perfectly square, and that will be used as a template to make sure that our door panel over the 9-foot section is perfectly square. Afterwards, we flip the entire thing over, and then we put the other 2 pieces of siding on the other side. The final touch is to use wood clamps throughout the entire panel, making sure that everything is held together tightly, and I'm not going to rely on the braid nails to hold the material together. The next step was to caulk that trim work on the door, and we put 2 layers of paint on the door. Once everything was dried, we transferred the whole pattern of the hardware onto our new panel and moved all the hardware over from the old door. We finished the installation by attaching the hinges back onto the door and installing the wheels into the rails. Then finally, we did the reverse order of reloading the spring so that we had a counterbalance on the door. That wraps up another project here at the farm, and we look forward to seeing you again in the near future. Take care.